The 2011-2012 season for the Rebels started out to a blistering start. Winning 9 of their first 10 games, the Rebels were a perfect 6-0 at home, boasting big road wins over DePaul from the Big East and Penn State from the Big Ten.
Henry will jump for Ole Miss, and Dongo will jump for ULM. And here's the tip, and Terrence Henry tips it back in the backcourt to Buckner, and Ole Miss has it first now to Dundrekus Nelson. And we're underway. 2011-2012 basketball season is off and running.
I think that we came into the season in good shape. We came into the season with the expectations of doing big things. And as we are trying to integrate the old with the new, meaning the returning players with our newcomers, we want to try to find an identity as a team. When you win close games, when you have to battle through adversity throughout the course of a game, I think it allows you to grow as a unit.
Senior Terrence Henry leads the team in scoring with 11.6 points per game. This season, the Rebels are leaning heavily on his leadership.
Terrence Henry's a guy that we've thrust a lot of responsibility upon. I'm a big believer in players take ownership of the team, and the most experienced players have to take on the greater responsibility. Terrence is our leader as it relates to minutes, as it relates to production with this team, and therefore we're asking him to lead by example and also produce for us game in and game out.
With 31 blocked shots already this year, junior Reginald Buckner became the Rebels' all-time leading shot blocker. The Memphis native is also giving the Rebels a tremendous presence underneath the basket. True freshman Jarvis Summers has come into his own during the Rebels' preseason run.
We knew going into the season that Jarvis had the mental and physical toughness to be able to command the point guard position from day one. He came in with a very mature approach, and that gave him the opportunity to really help this team from day one. Against Penn State, the one thing that he hadn't shown is the ability to carry the team offensively. He scored 27, including big basket after big basket down the stretch, which gave our program its first Big Ten road victory in the history of Ole Miss basketball, and it was due in large part to Jarvis making plays for us offensively. Scored a career-high 27, and as I said, was named the SEC Freshman of the Week.
Junior Murphy Holloway is leading the team in rebounding with almost 10 boards per game, as well as being a dominating force in the paint. Averaging almost 10 points per game, Murphy has established himself as one of the leaders of the team.
Well, after a 9-1 start, we went to Southern Miss, and we've had a 5-year series with them. All of the games, with the exception, I believe, of the first 2, the last 3 have all come down to 1 or 2 possessions at the end of the game. We've been fortunate enough to win the last 2. In the Southern Miss game, they made the play, and give them the credit. Tie game with under 2 minutes to play. A kid stood up and knocked down a big 3 in the corner at the end of the shot clock. We didn't respond. They go on to a 4-point victory. We then bounce back and play a very good Middle Tennessee State team in South Haven. A couple of days before Christmas, it was a 1-point game when Murphy Holloway goes down with about 8 minutes to go in the game. And you could tell collectively the air kind of came out of our sails, because here's a young man that, number one, we were very concerned with the extent of the injury, and also he's a guy that is probably our most productive player in his ability to make plays. We weren't able to overcome his loss, and so we suffer back-to-back losses for the first time all season. We go to Dayton, a storied basketball program that does a great job of defending its home court. So we suffer a 3-game losing streak. We needed something good to happen. We still had not won a game without Murphy on the floor. We were obviously disappointed when you're dealing with a young team, and we've still got a lot of young players that we're trying to integrate into what we're trying to accomplish. You're going to have some issues with confidence. Guys are not playing to the standard that we expect, and they're not playing to the way they know they're capable. So as a result, there were some times when I think guys were wondering, how do we get out of this funk? And that's where you really depend upon your upperclassmen, your leadership. That's where we need Terrence and Nick Williams and Reginald Buckner really to lead this team in lieu of Murphy's absence.
The season, Ole Miss basketball is brought to you in part by Coke Zero. Enjoy a refreshing jump shot to the taste buds. An icy cold Coke Zero. By FedEx. FedEx does more than shipping. FedEx, solutions that matter. And by ParentGuideToCollege.com, the knowledge to get your kids to college.
To be more environmentally aware, we are now printing on the back sides of used paper. And we switched to FedEx, because a lot of their packaging contains recycled materials. Tell them what else FedEx does.
Well, we're now using more electric trucks and lower emission planes. We even offer a reusable envelope.
Now, can't we at least print on the back sides of used paper?
What's the executive compensation list?
Sustainable solutions. FedEx. Solutions that matter.
Has planning your kid's college got you feeling like a deer in headlights? Does the cost of tuition feel like the weight of the world? Is the prospect of researching schools, majors, and careers starting to be as pleasant as pulling teeth? Well, find fast relief at ParentGuideToCollege.com. ParentGuideToCollege.com. It's the knowledge to get your kids to college. Check it out and get that monkey, you know, the pesky monkey of college planning, off your back.
It is a place which exerts an extraordinary pull on all who have walked its hallowed ground. A major university with the familiar intimacy of family. Contests waged and triumphs savored. With our largest freshman class, soaring honors college, national reputation for academics and research. Today, for all who have ever called this magical place home, you never leave Ole Miss.
As game day approaches, the Rebels hit the training room for rehab and to start preparing for the game ahead.
So at least we should start with 4-1, 5-0.
At least 4-1.
At least 4-1, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because them 6 right there gonna give us, you know what I'm saying, a head start.
So, but what's realistic? 10-6?
Yeah.
11-5?
10-6.
10-6.
Hey, film Snoop not getting his cardio. Snoop.
Put in that work.
Take care home.
Still some on the road. When all 8 at home, we straight. Get some on the road. We'll be all right, man.
Well, this summer we, had our good motto, no days off, and we went in every day and worked harder than I ever have here before. Maybe because the season we had the season before, or maybe because it was my senior year. But we worked our butt off every day, and it paid off once we got rolling at the beginning of the season.
Our preseason, work ethic and, grinding it up, which I think that came into play when at the end of the games we were down or need to make a play. We just grinded it up and found a way to win.
Oh man, it's crazy because you think your team, like coming into the season, you think the team is going to be one way, and that's exactly what we thought. We thought our team was going to be a different way, but it's crazy how the season teaches you who you are. And as we got into those games and we had to come back, we started to see who we were going to be for the rest of the season. That's just a grinded up team and just try to win any way we can. So, you know.
Well, 91 started was just, you know, we had we had a lot of veterans that's been through it. You know, we kind of took over the games and the young guys, the freshmen with Jarvis and, you know, AJ and whoever else was playing, you know, they came in and gave us great minutes and just played at the standard we held them to.
As the grind of the season sets in, freshman Jarvis Summers is handling the pressure that comes with playing in the SEC.
Rolling out, like, get all the soreness and everything up at you.
For like midsection or what?
The whole leg period.
How you feeling?
I'm exhausted, just sore, but ain't nothing but a grind. It's different from high school, I know that, and it's just a different challenge. Ain't nothing but a challenge for you, so all you just gotta do is just work hard and just keep grinding every day. Yes, sir.
You liking being at Ole Miss?
Yes, sir. Every day, you gotta stay focused. I'm ready.
Thing called contrast, you know. Clark, I'm telling my boy Clark told me. Clark told me you get in that cold, you get in here, it gets all your little, you know, scar tissue loose and all that, and you put it in there, and it just, you know, freezes. Check my boy Snoop out from Macomb, Mississippi. We ain't got too many Mississippi on the team. We got a lot this year, really. Fresh out the hot tub, right in the cold.
Feel like?
It just feel like, I don't know what it feel like, but it's a little pain. Just a little bit though. I couldn't imagine putting my whole body in here. Some people take ice baths. I've never taken one. I just remember it was a long rebound. I went to go get it, and I think the dude, he must have tripped up or fell, and it fell on my leg and ankle, and I thought my leg was broke, you know, because when I stood up to walk, I felt like shocking pains trying to, you know, come up to my leg, and Clark kind of like, hey, your leg might be broke, we don't know yet. So that's what I thought, and I was thinking, I was hoping I'm not done for the year. Thought I've been through so much, you know, trying to get, you know, eligible to play, and it was just a lot going through my head. I've just been, I've probably been rehabbing about 4 to 5 hours a day, and just in the pool, icing, you know, doing all kind of exercises, calf raises, balance, you know, just balance exercises, trying to get back.
As the final non-conference game approaches, the Rebels are focused on keeping their untarnished home record intact. Their next game, they face the SMU Mustangs.
Ready, exercise, up, eat, head,
Focus on 3. 1, 2, 3, focus. Come on, man.
Shouldn't have to dribble if you run. Gotta go, Dale. Communicate, help each other. Catch, White, turn that ball, man. Catch, White, strong, getting hurt. Oh, man. Sprint through, communicate. You gotta get you, hey. Y'all better figure out this rotation.
Hey, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna dribble that way. Guy dribbles that way, I'm moving over. Reverse dribble. Come on, right there, you're good. Reverse dribble. I'm coming here. I'm not lunging out there because we're not denying. As soon as he starts coming at you, I want you to cut through him. Don't let him cut in front of you. You're gonna bump him. Come on, right? Bump him. Go right to the block. Come up. Close out. Shooter quick. Throw it inside. And we're playing live from here.
No angles, no angles, no angles, no angles. Stay close, stay close, stay close. Nice, nice, nice. Stay close. There you go. There you go.
amazing story of whether bovine heart tissue can make it from Australia to a U.S. lab to a patient in time for surgery may seem like a trumped-up Hollywood premise. But if you take away the dramatic score, take away the dizzying 360-degree camera move, and take away the over-the-top stunt, you're still left with a pretty remarkable tale. Okay, maybe keep the indulgent supermodel cameo. Thank you.
Innovative medical solutions. FedEx. Solutions that matter.
Has planning your kid's college got you feeling like a deer in headlights? Does the cost of tuition feel like the weight of the world? Is the prospect of researching schools, majors, and careers starting to be as pleasant as pulling teeth? Well, find fast relief at ParentGuideToCollege.com. ParentGuideToCollege.com. It's the knowledge to get your kids to college. Check it out and get that monkey, you know, the pesky monkey of college planning, off your back.
It is a place which exerts an extraordinary pull on all who have walked its hallowed ground. A major university with the familiar intimacy of family. Contests waged and triumphs savored. With our largest freshman class, soaring honors college, national reputation for academics and research. Today, for all who have ever called this magical place home, you never leave Ole Miss.
Game day. The final non-conference game of the season versus the SMU Mustangs is only minutes away. The Rebels are focused on coming out of the Tad Pad with a victory.
Hey, all I'm asking is all you got, man. In on three, all in. 1, 2, 3.
All in. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's get to number 10. Let's get to number 10 by any means necessary. Let's go.
There's a tip. It's controlled by the Rebels. Ole Miss has it in the front court. It looks like Keith SMU is going to open in the zone.
The Rebels got off to a slow start, trailing by as much as 5 in the first 8 minutes of the game. The Mustangs seemed hungry as they jumped out to the early lead.
Stedman short, a short corner jumper, good from 15, and Stedman gets the first bucket for Ole Miss, and we're tied at 5-5. Buckner has it, top of the key, right side, Henry for 3, good, and the Rebels have answered with an 8-0 run.
Terrence Henry was the game's leading scorer with 13 points, including 2 of 3 from beyond the arc.
Summers on the drive, flips it up in the air to Buckner, who slams it home, and we're tied at 10-10.
Reginald Buckner put up 8 points as he was 4 from the field, as well as pulling down 11 boards, emerging as the game's leading rebounder.
Beating us to loose balls, guys. When we get in there, rebound the ball, you're back at the 4. You got now conduct. You still got 2.
Jarvis, he wants you to help so he can pass. That kid tries. Cut him off right here. Let's double him right here, guys. Cut him off. Don't let him come over. Cut him off. Let's double him.
Hey, you got to be strong with the ball. Good play. You got to be able to deliver that. You guys don't throw it. It's not there. I'm saying they're gapping you. Make him play here before you give it up. Right here. Let's get it in. Ball to the side. Let's get it in.
Now there's a loose ball taken away by Summers, and there's a steal for the Rebels. Williams down the floor, pulls up, 10-foot jumper, good. Nick Williams. Cross-court pass to White in the left wing. Snoop drives out to Summers, wide open, 3 right wing, good!
True freshman Jarvis Summers added 8 points of his own, aiding the Rebels down the stretch.
To Summers, to White as the Rebels moving around the perimeter. Right corner, long shot, good! Mo found one, and Ethiop with a 3.
As the first half came to a close, the Rebels were clinging to a 7-point lead by the score of 28-21. With adjustments being made by both teams, the SMU Mustangs came out firing on all cylinders.
Rebels with the ball offensively. Nelson's got a wide open three, fires it, scores just left of center. That was a big bucket for Dundrekus Nelson. That got him in the scorebook offensively. Rebels up 34-31. That ends the 10-0 run by SMU.
With that bucket, the Rebels were on the move.
In the 2-2-1 press, a double team trap, and the Rebels get the steal. Alley-oop to Mo, driving for the layup, basket. Nice effort by the Rebels. Got a trap on Williams and got the ball away from him just across the center line, and Nelson tipped it.
Maurice Anifioke added 8 points of his own, giving the Rebels a much-needed boost down the stretch.
Here's what I want y'all to do. Honestly, God, to me, it's very, very simple. Be an SEC player. Step up and make a play. Be insulted and say, hey, I'm going to get a stop.
Hey, 22, instead of picking him up here, pick him up right there.
Just pass
so we
half
can shorten it.
Right?
All right?
So we can shorten these staggers. Right?
So we can get that quicker, and let's trap it. Trap it and be aggressive. All right?
You open there, you got two short ones. Be strong with the ball. Get your feet ready, son. Get your feet ready. Oh, that's great, but sometimes we need to get there to there, right?
Coach, if the OB doesn't work, draw a stack.
Hey, screen.
Get it.
Slip. Then we get it to you and we cut off on it.
With time running out and the game on the line, the Rebels leaned heavily on senior Terrence Henry.
Game tied 48. Ole Miss will inbound again. Now to Summers. He dribbles to the left wing. Summers to Nick Williams. Back to Jarvis out front. The freshman loops it to Henry, left of the lane. Fakes left, goes right, gets in the lane. On the way up, he's stripped and fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Well, I didn't really feel pressure. I said to myself before the game, right before tip-off, that no matter what happens, that we were gonna come out with this win no matter what. So I just tried to do whatever it takes out there last night to get the win. If it was me having to score 30 or hit the last 2 free throws or make a key stop at the end of the game, I was gonna do whatever we had to do. Well, sometimes I'm feeling it, but it was a home game, so it was quiet. You know, I had time to just really sit back and think about them. And it was just like I was in the gym by myself, like always in practice, and I just stepped up and knocked it down.
Terrence Henry, 11 points in the game. First free throw. Kicks and centers and goes. Big free throw for Henry. He gets the first to give the Rebels a 1-point lead. This will be a 2-point lead with 28 seconds left. Free throw on his way. Got it. Dead center. Good job by T. Henry. Rebels by 2, 50-48. Need a stop, Keith. 27 seconds. SMU can take it to the buzzer, hit a 3 and win it. A deuce would tie it. Samparipas comes across the line. The fans are on their feet. Right-hand side, Nkundi. Got to keep an eye on him. He backs up at the top of the key, loses the ball, chases it down, picks it up, hands it to Samparipas with 11 seconds, and Samparipas calls a timeout. Vakovic will be the guy to inbound it. He gets it in Nkundi, turns, fires up a wild shot off the front of the rim. It's no good. They got it to their guy. He had a look, and Ole Miss wins and survives here in Oxford, 50-48.
Has planning your kid's college got you feeling like a deer in headlights? Does the cost of tuition feel like the weight of the world? Is the prospect of researching schools, majors, and careers starting to be as pleasant as pulling teeth? Well, find fast relief at ParentGuideToCollege.com. ParentGuideToCollege.com. It's the knowledge to get your kids to college. Check it out and get that monkey, you know, the pesky monkey of college planning, off your back.
What's going on here?
Hey, what's up, guys?
This is not how witness protection works.
When we set you up with that little hardware store, we didn't intend for your face to be everywhere. But FedEx Office makes it so easy. Not only do they ship stuff, they print flyers, brochures, everything I need to get my name out there.
That's the problem. Now we need to give you a third identity.
You're Paul Matheson, and you're gonna run your business into the ground.
Eric Gustafson would never do that. There is no Eric Gustafson.
Hey, that's Eric Gustafson!
There is no Eric Gustafson.
Small Business Solutions. FedEx. Solutions that matter.
It is a place which exerts an extraordinary pull on all who have walked its hallowed ground. A major university with the familiar intimacy of family. Contests waged and triumphs savored. With our largest freshman class, soaring honors college, national reputation for academics and research. Today, for all who have ever called this magical place home, you never leave Ole Miss.
You know, it was great. Everybody felt happy. I felt it in the room because you know we finally got another win. But at the same time, we weren't satisfied with the way we played. So we just usually we'll have a day off after a game, but we told coach, we said we're gonna come in tomorrow, we're gonna lift weights and we're gonna do a little conditioning. We're gonna do something today. We just not gonna take any more days off because SEC play is right around the corner and we know how that goes.
I think we're feeling good. Got a little bit of confidence back. We're gonna just carry over to the LSU game and try to get another win, and then try to keep rolling from then on out.
And once you get that win after those losses, man, you feel okay, man. You feel like, hey, the storm is over. You know, we weathered the storm. We got out of it. We got this win. So let's move on to the next one. And I think probably the biggest thing is our intensity and how hard we play, man. Those 9 losses and those 9 wins in those 10 games, man. We played extremely hard. We were diving on the floor, getting loose balls, and most of those games we won the rebounding battle. So we just gotta get back to being tougher than our opponent.
We got goals to protect home floor. We feel like we can go undefeated at home. If we can go undefeated at home, we can accomplish one of our goals of getting to the NCAA tournament and stealing a couple on the road. We just protect home floor and everything else will fall into play.
You got to remember, it's a long, long grind as it relates to college basketball. We start school at the end of August. We immediately get into individual development. We get into weight training and conditioning, and that leads us to the middle of October when full-scale practice starts. We then practice until mid-November when the games start, and then you play from November through March. So it is a long journey as a team. We try to segment that into, we have to win the first quarter, which is the preseason conditioning, which is what we referred to earlier. And we put ourselves in a position physically and mentally to have the type season that we want to have. We then go to the non-conference schedule. Non-conference is set up for a number of reasons, the first of which is to make sure that we do the things that are necessary in order for SEC play to carry the significance that we want it to carry. At 10-4, is it where we want to be? Of course not. Our goal was to be 14-0, but 10-4 still puts us in position going into SEC play for league play to have the significance that we need it to have.